information. I think when students come to graduation and come to graduate school, one of the big question is uh, how how sure we are on the pathway to graduate school. So one thing I think we encourage everybody is to do more fact finding and more uh, just firsthand experience. Sometimes there are those fellowship and research experience that's helpful to you, but sometimes doing an intern in another industry setting that would also be helpful. It just not necessarily uh, directly related to research, but it would just say, oh, I know I need those mathematical knowledge in graduate school, so that will help me to become a much better future leaders in the company, because we're talking about someone who eventually will lead a team or lead a division or lead a company. So you do need to have some in-depth knowledge in terms of the advancement of technology. So be able to do an intern and understand how industry work. That would also be important. Yeah. The other point I wanted to mention, other than those big fellowships, there are things that working with the professors in the lab. I think that would also lead to many other opportunities. When they have a contact in other professors in graduate schools that they can recommend you to. So I would also encourage to reach out to the professors. They are very resourceful. They can give you good recommendations. As uh, the was mentioned earlier, don't wait until the last minute for the recommendation letters. So build up those trust, build up those relationships, and that will give you a real good advantage when apply to fellowship, apply to graduate schools. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Dr. Kaistera, did you want to add as well?
Yes, I will share a Google group. This colleague of mine was so frustrated when he found out that there were so many, such a big number of opportunities that just were untouched by people didn't apply. I will share it in the chat. But I would like to add to what Dr. Su said very nicely, that the service uh, belonging to some student organizations, being able to volunteer does serve you back, because there is an opportunity for you to do uh, networking, also to learn from other people, and also it does uh, it is a good uh, place to continue uh, growing in your options, if I may say so. And sometimes it just happens that somebody's looking for, hey, how about a science fair? Do you want to help us judge? And there are things that you can also add to your uh, resumes and curriculum.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you both for adding to that. And one last thing I'll say, hopefully it's becoming a little more evident or easy to see. But as you progress, you get your bachelor's degree and you move on and get a master's or a PhD. As you saw from the presentation Padu did, we will pay you. So most organizations will pay you to do your graduate degree there. They'll give you grants. They'll give you a job as a teaching associate or as a grader or a research assistant or all kinds of opportunities. Or they'll just flat out give you grant money or support money from their institution to be a part of their PhD program. So this is why they want to make sure you're committed, which is what Dr. Su was talking about, is that commitment, right? The commitment piece is very important, and that you have letters of references and you have all these all these things that prove your commitment, right? Because these folks are investing into you, right? They're investing that you will get a degree from their institution, and that helps them out as well. So I see a Google group from a colleague that's posted in the chat. Thank you for that. We'll talk more about these opportunities. We know that we're overwhelming you with information, but that's why we have these collective meetings only twice a week. Last cohort, we ran a lot more of them, I can tell you that, but I think that this makes a little more sense. And you could be vested in your math this way, and then you also get some great outside information. Next week, we have 2 more on Monday and Thursday. We're going to have a guest speaker come in on Thursday again, and someone very near and dear to this project. And then on Monday, I'll tell you a little more about what's to come, about what happens after your summer boot camp. And then we'll have another opportunity probably for you to meet each other a little more and do something fun. So I look forward to that. For now, it's 10:53 Pacific time. So it seems to me like we could use 7 minutes for a bio break before you jump back into your lectures and your own Zoom rooms. I see a lot of the great work you're doing on Canvas, a lot